Anything about the game that's still relevant going into this week?
Well, I try to forget that game, to be honest with you, and try to remember nothing about that game. But basically, they just beat the out of us, okay? And why? First you look at yourself. I haven't gone back to 209 and looked at that game. That's way in the past. I don't mind answering your question. I'm not trying to avoid you or be evasive. They just beat us from start to finish. They beat us, and I don't know why. It just was one of those days. Maybe we weren't ready. I don't know. I'm not going to put that on anybody else but me. I don't know why, but they came after us pretty good, and they were rocking and rolling, and Luck. They were able to run the ball really very well, and then Luck hit some great passes that were just pinpoint. We had guys on them. I do remember that, where there was a guy on a guy 2 or 3 times, and the ball just fell right in there. And the combination of them being able to run the ball and how efficient he was at throwing the play action pass down the field, it wasn't a very good day for us.
What kind of similarities can you draw, or if you can, between like the running game of Stanford and LSU, as far as like the size and power type running game that they use?
Well, I know everybody's concerned about that, and they are good, and they do run the ball very efficiently. We played this team last year, and 2 years ago we were answering the question about the 209 game and how they were going to come in and knock us off the ball and do that last year. Now we gave up some points, but I don't think that was the case as far as how we gave up the points. So I'm answering the question this way. I have the utmost respect for David Shaw, their offensive line, their team, their offense. It's very good. But I know that our guys will play hard and stand up to the challenge, and we'll see what happens on Saturday.
You see more of a second half of last year, more so than the first half of last year.
I hope so. I can't predict any of those things. I know that the guys will be ready to play, and so hopefully it is. The first half we really got off to a bad start. I know they drove it down the field on the first drive, and then I think we turned it over right away, and then there was another score, and before you knew, looked up, it was like 21-3. But every game's different. Every game's different.
How much more difficult does it make it to defend the run with a quarterback like Luck to worry about as well?
Well, whenever you can run the ball efficiently, the play action pass becomes much more effective, because sometimes the guys that are involved reading their keys in the run, get a little bit, they don't read their keys properly, and they come up on the run, and now the play action pass, those guys running down the field on you, you know what I mean? So reading your keys will be key, but when you can run the ball effectively like Stanford does, and then you have a, pinpoint quarterback like Luck, and also a guy that can scramble, once guys are down the field. I mean, we're probably talking about, in a long time, the best quarterback to come out of college football in some time. Who the last one is, I don't know, but the guy that comes to my mind is Peyton Manning. That's back in 98, 99. So this guy's pretty special.
I know they're down one tight end, but what does Stanford like to do with their tight ends, and how difficult does it make it, what they do with their tight ends?
They use their tight ends very effectively, both in the run game, inside the box, and their tight ends are also good enough that they could flex them out and get them out there in space, and they're very efficient and fast and good pass route runners is what I want to say. And then I think number 11 is like 6'12", and Kobe Fleener, I hope I said his name right, is a very good player. They like their tight ends, and they use them both in the run and in the pass. And like we were talking about, the fact that they're going to be in there tight in the run game, and then the fact that they could burst out all of a sudden in a new formation or on a play action pass, get down the field. They're good. We got a work cut out for us. I don't know what else you guys want me to say. I was supposed to talk to Jay, but everybody came over here, so.
Because you're the best, coach.
You're a popular guy.
I don't know about that. I'll give some blood. Anybody want blood?
No.
All right, thanks.